Today I'm going to show you how to fold the PowerUp 3.0 Cardinal template. In the packaging of the PowerUp, you're going to receive two templates that are included in the box. You're going to get the Invader template and the Cardinal. The difference between them, the Invader template is designed for easy maneuvering. It's quite fast, it's a lot of fun, and flies really well. The Cardinal is a much slow flyer. It's easier to control, but I would recommend as a starter to start with the Invader and then move on to the Cardinal. So let's move on to the Cardinal. You can see that the template comes pre-folded. So open the template, flatten it out, and you'll see that you have some folding lines, instructions, etc. Let's get to work. So take the sheet of paper and initially fold around 1 inch from the bottom. You'll see here a dotted line. And be sure to make everything perfect on the lines and very symmetrical. The next stage is to fold the front corners and align them to the center. This is a kind of a basic practice with most paper airplanes. And squash the lines here with the back of your fingernail. The next stage is to fold the corners to these two circles that are revealed on the leading edge. Okay, fold the front nose towards the center of the airplane and align it with the center fold. Again, fold it until you reveal the dotted line. And flatten everything nice and precise. The next stage is put your finger on the triangle, hold it in place, and fold the leading edge up and align this corner to the center fold. Let's do that again on the other side. Alright, and now you'll see that on both sides there's an area for tape. We use tape to get a perfect rigid wing for a PowerUp 3.0. This will give you better performance. And flip the airplane over to the other side. Now we're going to fold the wing. You can see it on one side, it says the wing line, the wing folding line. So fold the airplane in half and fold the wing on that folding line. Fold back until you reveal the dotted line and carefully fold on that line and flatten that crease really nice. And you'll see that the front portion of the airplane has this kind of a bulky area where we had a lot of folds. From this point it folds back until the rear. Flip it to the other side and fold the wing aligning according to the other wing. This way you get a perfectly symmetrical wing. Okay. Next is folding the wingtips. You can see the wingtip here. Fold on the dotted line. Flatten it with your fingernail and do the other side exactly on the same location. Okay, so we finished folding the airplane. We're going to raise the wings, raise the wingtips, and the wingtips gives us a few things to the airplane. It gives some rigidity to the wing sides and also give you these vertical stabilizers. And you can see that the surface of the wing is quite big and it's going to generate more lift but also more drag. This is what's going to cause the airplane to fly slower. Next is installing the module. So with the airplane, with the PowerUp 3, you receive a module and the crossbar. First, slide the module in place. We have the rear fin and the clip. Slide the fin into the groove and slide the clip on both sides all the way. This is how it should look. Next is connecting the crossbar. The crossbar has these two teeth. Slide the teeth on to the rear carbon rod and rotate the entire carbon crossbar clockwise until you hear a click. Slide it to the front until the stabilizer line in this location. The stabilizer will hold the wings in place and won't allow them to clap the wings during turning in high G forces. And last but not least is locate the tape in place. I recommend to put the tape around the center of the airplane, this area, and we're all set. Now we're going to cut the wing surfaces. We have the two elevators. This is going to give us the initial adjustment of the angle of attack of the airplane. As you can see, the rear elevators need to be bent just a little up. If you fold them too much up, they're going to turn into air brakes and cause your airplane either to stall or to fly with massive amount of turbulence, and you'll have trouble gaining altitude. If you bend the elevators down, your airplane will just nosedive like this. So just bend them just slightly up, and once you start flying, you'll make fine adjustments every time, one little adjustment until you get a perfect flight. Controlling the airplane or fine-tuning the airplane for turning right and left is done with a few other practices. One is you can fine-tune the rear vertical fins. If you want to turn right, you just squash it slightly to the right on both sides, or bend the entire nose to the right like this. Okay, so you see the nose is moving to the right. So once you start doing trial testing of flights and you see that the tendency of the airplane to fly, you want it to fly straight, but if it has a tendency to turn right or left, you can correct that by carefully tweaking that nose either to the right or to the left. Fine-tuning is also done with the electrical rudder, which you can do through the app. And once you get that flying and adjusted, you'll have a perfect flight control. You can go into in our next video, you can learn how to do the fine-tuning in real flight through the app.